We're getting you ready for the kickoff of the season opener between the Bulls and the Albany Great Danes. It's time for our town BMW keys to the game, and we welcome in head coach Lance Leipold to preview tonight's contest. And before we get into too much of the Albany discussion, Lance, let's go back to the decision that you announced earlier in the week. I know all the fans were sort of waiting and anticipating, as they always are, when there's a quarterback decision to be made. You have come out and said that Grant Rohach will start, but that Tyree Jackson will also see significant playing time. Take me through the decision process that went into that.
Well, I think just like any position, Paul, we evaluate on a daily basis. Andy Kolnicki, our quarterback coach and offensive coordinator, I think, went through whether it be scrimmage grades, daily grades, and where it's at. And as we've said all along, we're very confident in both of these players. And when we really broke down a few things and where it's at as far as experience and where our offense is right now, we've made the decision that we're going to go with Grant. But as you just said, Tyree Jackson is going to play in this game and play during a meaningful time of the game.
And then are you going to use the results of this one in evaluation to figure out where the next step is? Is that what the plan is for right now?
Just like any position, it's always going to be evaluated. The thing that we want to, we're not going to get into whether or not every series or every, quarter is going to be up where someone is playing tentatively. We want both of these guys to go out and lead our football team, and and we're going to see where it goes here in the non-conference season.
I think the most intriguing thing for me of what we are going to see tonight against Albany from your quarterbacks is their ability to run and how much different this offense will look than it has looked before. Give people an idea of what the read option, the straight option, the quarterback runs can provide for an offense and a challenge for a defense.
Well, it just makes everybody, defend all positions, I guess, that are, can touch the ball on a given snap. And, in the past, we had an excellent quarterback in Joe Licata, but, being a running threat on a continual basis was probably not at the top of the list. This gives us an opportunity to have multiple read plays in, whether it be, run options between a running back, a receiver, and a quarterback, or a run-pass option, and a lot of those things. And hopefully what it does for you, because you become more multiple, and hopefully it's going to lead to, more first downs that we're able to keep drives alive.
You do know that this makes it much more confusing on the fans, the TV camera guys, and the radio announcers as to who has the football, right?
Absolutely. I think that would be one of those things. We say we grade our quarterbacks after every game. We're going to have to grade the play-by-play announcer.
I'm in trouble because it's always a challenge, and that's what makes it so. Think about it. If it's hard for us in the stands, it's even harder for the guys on the field who are trying to play defense.
Well, and we should probably grade the quarterbacks by how many times you're wrong, because then we know it's a good fake, and somebody's being if we're fooling somebody upstairs, hopefully we're fooling a few on the field as well.
I think the quarterbacks will like that if that's how you're grading them. On the defensive side, you've got 8 starters back from a defense that was opportunistic last year, that was aggressive. What's the next step for that veteran group?
More consistency. We got to be able to shut down on big plays. We need to be able to be a unit that can really limit teams' run game. And I'm very, very pleased with how we've come out of this fall camp in our front seven depth. But now we got to go out and play. And, I think things last year that we looked at, a big thing that we need better play from last year, and we've told that is at our safety position, and that's going to be a key as we work through the month of September.
We're running through our town BMW keys to the games with Bulls head coach Lance Leipold. Okay, the Albany Great Danes are in for the season opener for the second straight year. Last year it was a 51-14 win for your team. Albany struggled last year with a 3-8 record. What do you see from and what do you expect from Albany tonight?
Well, I think one thing that when you mentioned that score, I don't think it was as lopsided as what it showed. I think we were able to kind of pull away later in the game with some plays. I think it got, if it's out of hand, it was that way late. I think we need to play faster out of the gate and do some things. For them personally, they went through a second year of rebuilding, so to speak. Maybe their first, as far as after they had some graduation. You see an experienced group, on both sides of the ball, and many times at the FCS level, you're able to add some transfers, and they have added transfers even to the returning starters. So, and there's a lot of players. There's players in our program, Paul, that probably think they should be in a Power 5 program or could be in a Power 5 program. There's players at the FCS level that feel that they should be playing in the Mid-American Conference. So we know it's going to be a talented group. They're not going to come in here in awe, and we're going to have to execute very well.
All right, Lance, good luck. Season opener. Everybody's excited. We look forward to getting our first look at the 2016 UB Bulls. We thank head coach Lance Leipold. These have been our Town BMW Keys to the Game right here on the Bulls Digital Network.